Hi, I'm Dr. Marsh. Are you considering dating after divorce? This episode is for you.
Ladies, if you're listening, a lot of brothers are bench warmers. They will ride that bench. Why? When they first tried out, they didn't make the starting lineup for whatever reason. They know they're not the star. But they'll ride.
And know you don't want to put them in the game.
They know they don't want to put you in the game, but they'll ride that bench.
And be good cheerleaders.
Why? Because they get to talk to the team. They get to travel with the team, have intimate moments.
There's nothing wrong with having trauma. We all do. You need to do something about it. Come on, unpack the trauma with it.
Hello. Welcome to another episode of My Turn to Talk, helping men unpack their trauma in 2025. Man, I'm excited about this episode today. We talked about the last one. If you've been following us, I'm sure you have, because we got over like 4.5 views on one episode of that divorce. But this time we're going to continue with how to move forward. And so I have an exciting guest here today, Stephen Johnson. Who is one of the ones who has rebound, and we're excited to hear from him, from his perspective, how to move forward and just how to keep going. And so I think that's the key. I heard someone say the other day on one of the news, and one lady finally got her I would say her time in life and doing really good. And they said, "What happened?" She said, "I just never took the word no. When they said no, I didn't accept it." He said, "It only stops when you start saying no to yourself." I said, "Ooh, that's powerful, when you start saying no." And so the same way here, long as you don't quit, all marriages are not created equal. And so, but you can move forward, you can heal. And so we're excited with that. So, so Stephen, tell us about yourself before we get started.
Stephen Johnson here from Communication Lane. I do have a platform on TikTok, so you can follow me there. I'm excited to dive in this topic. I was reviewing the last time we were here, and it was good. We covered a lot of ground and a lot of positive feedback.
Okay.
I posted it, on my platform as well, and people was like, "Oh, I like what y'all saying," and it wasn't what a lot of people expected.
Right.
They thought it was just going to come from a very male chauvinist point of view.
Yeah, like bashing women.
Right. And that's not what we're here for at all.
No. I'm glad you said, and that's amazing. People assume that when you talk about that for the only male, we're going to say how bad she was in the relationship.
All right.
Yeah. And so great. I'm glad you brought that up. And so, this is going to be exciting today. I'm excited about Stephen, wonderful person, great career, doing a lot of great things. He's a singer, songwriter, works as well, productive, a manager, leading people. So we got a good guest today who's very qualified, well-rounded, and so I appreciate him today. So again, helping men unpack their trauma is so important. We're going to be traveling. And so if you want us to come to your area, any state, any country, we will come with several areas like this where we can talk. It's more of an intimate type setting when I come into your area. We'll circle around each other and just talk about trauma, how to unpack it. And we can let you write it down anonymously and just say what's going on with your life. And so, but today, again, we're talking about unpacking the trauma of divorce can be challenging. It's a process, right? Especially for men who may find, the pressure to suppress their emotions. And but we last time you watched the episode, we went through some strategies and steps that you can do. Today, we're going to kind of look at it, just go a little further into this here, where how the dating after divorce. How do you date after divorce? Especially with the negativity, like it didn't work the first time, will it work again? And it can be intimidating for many men. So, and it often involves overcoming some insecurities that could, was I wrong? Did I do something wrong? It's also rebuilding confidence, and it's navigating a changed dating landscape. And so we're going to look at different things today. So Steve, you help us out. I've been married, man, I don't know how long, over 30 years. I forget how many years. So
35, 36.
35, 36. Oh my God, it's up there. That's crazy. And I love her. We've been together. Have not been perfect. And we just didn't divorce. But however, we probably thought about it at several times, but we made it through it. However, and I come from a family divorce. My mom and dad divorced when I was young, and I got family divorce. So nobody's a demon because you divorce. You know, it happens, right? But now, how to move forward? So now, sometimes they say, take time to reflect. And Stephen, was it emotional for you after divorce?
Yes, it was a sense of failure,
Mhm.
like I mentioned the last time.
Mhm.
So that was like the initial, I think, impact of getting over the stigma and the failure, the feeling that comes on with that, that I failed at something
Mhm.
and failed at something that was so important to me,
Mhm.
because most people, when you get married, you only want to do it one time.
Yeah, right.
And
Facts.
and you have your whole life is wrapped around you being married to a certain extent, your family, your
Mhm.
friends, if you have children.
Mhm.
So there's a lot that goes into it after, when it's over.
Right.
So just getting over that first wave
Mhm.
of failure. And then, um,
So did you feel like you failed?
absolutely,
Tell me why.
because that wasn't the goal.
Okay.
The goal was to marry one time and to death do us part.
Right.
Just from what I've seen growing up and the way I was raised,
Mhm.
that was the mentality. It wasn't, divorce wasn't an option. And then when I was able to look back, I realized that I didn't have the tools.
Mm.
I see where it fell short,
Okay.
you
Okay.
know. So that's one of the things I would love to talk about today is just being really prepared.
And that's great. We're definitely get. I love that. So, did you what did you learn from your past? Did you consider what worked and what didn't work? If you don't mind being
Absolutely.
vulnerable. Okay.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
I learned that, and what I'm really focused on now is
Mhm.
that you have to set boundaries
Mhm.
and make adjustments
Mhm.
in order to safeguard the relationship.
Mhm.
A lot of people want to be single, but in the relationship.
Mm.
You want to be married, but you still acting like you're single
Mm.
because a lot of people like have pride where, don't nobody control me, don't try to change me.
Mhm.
And it's nothing about that. It's really you're considering this other person that you said that you love
Mhm.
and making the necessary adjustments.
Mhm. Oh, that's heavy. So you're saying like some of the blame is because the person didn't act like they were married, still was going on like they were single.
Correct. And when the first thing when you hear that, people automatically think, you know, lifestyle, and which it is too,
Mhm.
but there's a lot of different things that go into that.
Mhm.
I don't know if you want me to dive into it
Yeah,
now.
no,
Okay.
I tell you what, this is how I am. This is we're going to jump all over the place, and we'll
Okay.
come back to doing stuff 2 or 3 times. But I definitely want you to be comfortable. You go there. You go ahead.
All right, for sure.
Mhm.
So I'll give you an example, and I like to give personal examples
Mhm.
because that's when I speak from personal examples, it holds more weight
Mhm.
for people to say, "Oh, you just saying stuff."
Right. Right.
So myself, Stephen Jermaine Johnson,
Mhm.
shuts down during conflict.
Mm.
Like I'll just shut down, like stop talking, right? I know the reasons why I do that.
Mhm.
It's not because I don't want to hear what you want to say or I don't want to talk about the subject anymore.
Mhm.
It's usually because I think things are getting heated. So I don't want it to escalate more. And I don't want to say something crazy out of my mouth.
Mhm.
But if I am dealing with a woman that doesn't like that, then I have to make an adjustment.
Mm.
I can't just be like, well, that's how I am, or,
Get over it.
right,
Mm.
then you should stay single
Okay.
or find a woman that doesn't mind you shutting down.
Right.
That's an example of people not wanting to make an adjustment to safeguard the relationship.
Oh my God, that's so good. So you're saying what you learned from that doesn't work in relationship. Say it's just your DNA, your personality. I have to realize that just because it's me, I can't expect that person to accept it. I got to change something about me because now I'm in a union.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So
Absolutely.
Okay. So would you say, Faith, it's fair to say that people in marriage, they're somewhat selfish. They're only looking from their perspective, not the perspective of both.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
I think that's the initial downfall
Mhm.
when you start thinking about self,
Mhm.
because marriage and love it's supposed to be about the other person.
Right.
There's a great line in a movie called The Last Kiss. Go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
And the father tells the son-in-law, he's like, marriage has nothing to do with you and your feelings. It has everything to do with how she feels.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be considering the other person.
That's good.
And a lot of people don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
One, because you feel unsafe or vulnerable. That's
Mm-hmm.
the word.
Mm-hmm.
Because what if I don't get in return?
Right.
If I give all this, and what I'm going to get? But you're not supposed to do it that way.
Right.
But if both parties are acting accordingly and
Mm-hmm.
behaving that way,
Mm-hmm.
both needs are going to be met.
That's good. That's real good. So you saying people, well, and so we live in a society where if I see you do it first, then I do it.
Mm-hmm.
Not me just do it and then, wait for it to come back later.
It's really no.
So who wins
Trust.
in that? Yeah, no trust.
There's no trust.
Okay. That's good. Man, you have people already.
It's hard.
That is real. So, and that's one of the questions I was saying, like, what worked and didn't work. So maturity is like, that didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
And so we know that doesn't survive. And what you're saying, when I'm hearing, I talk to a lot of couples and do a lot of couple counseling, that don't work for a lot of people.
I'm quite
And
sure.
so somebody's ready, like, you know what? Either you want to keep in that way or we don't want to do couples counseling if you don't want to change. Because sometimes I think people are going like, I just want to find somebody that like me for who I am
Mm-hmm.
and do everything I like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good luck, as they say on my movie, take it. Good luck, right? So that's good. Okay, man, you helping people. So you saying people, you got to look at them and say, what didn't work on my part?
For sure. If
Wow,
you can
that's good.
only see
That's good.
what the other person did wrong, that doesn't sound like a very mature mindset. I'll say it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I granted, I know some people who leave because, their partner was doing some outlandish stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like cheating or
Mhm.
abuse and everything like
Mhm.
that. Those are
Valid stuff. Yeah,
but
yeah.
yes. But even in that, I'm sure there's some areas you probably could have been like, man, I could have did something.
Even in that, I agree.
Even in that.
Yes, you can. Yeah, not getting a person the hook, but even in that, something maybe what caused that. What caused that break? That's good. That's real good.
We have to really look in the mirror at the end of the day. If you want something different, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the mindset that I have. If you want something different, then you have to do something that you have never done.
So, okay, let's give an example, like compared to you go on a job interview, you keep not getting them. Do you keep blaming like everyone they just don't see a good person in front of them, or maybe I'm not interviewing well?
You keep getting fired,
So that's good. So if you get fired, do you just say, "But it's other people on the job," or do you not change something about yourself?
Right. Even if you were unjustly fired, like I said again, still there's something you probably can learn in that. Like
that's good.
Maybe just because I can say something, maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah, hear him. This is some good stuff. This is a real show here,
right?
So you got to be honest, like, because remember, I don't want you going back dating again, and you say I'm gonna go. I just got to find a woman that's perfect for me because she just want a good one. No, sometimes you got to, because even at a person you're not compatible with, you still probably can make it work if you want to work on yourself.
For sure.
Facts. Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, that's good. All right.
I'm gonna give you another one.
Steve, we got time. Give me all of them.
And when I'm talking about setting boundaries,
okay,
and making adjustments in order to safeguard the relationship.
So say it again. Let's read it. Everybody listen. Say it again.
We are setting boundaries and making adjustments.
Okay.
We're not trying to control each other. Nothing like that. But you say you want to be in this relationship. How valuable is it to you? So we do this all the time with other stuff. We make adjustments and set boundaries.
Yeah.
So why can't we do that
in a relationship? Yeah.
And like I said, I love making it personal. So I can't, when I'm single, I can hang out with female associates. Go get a drink, go eat, go to the movies, go to the beach, whatever.
Because you're single.
Because I'm single.
Yeah.
I can't do that in a relationship.
And stay married.
Unless she's cool with that. That's why it goes back again to who you're dealing with, right? But for me, I've learned to safeguard the relationship. You know what I mean? And you notice I didn't say friends. I said female associates, right? Because we can get into the friend part later. Female associates, I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? And that's me. What I can do as single.
Okay, I'm gonna throw. So what if you been married, even though you got a female friend? She said, I don't want you to have none of them.
Okay, that was gonna be my question. How do you? I want to pose it to you.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're married.
Mhm.
How do you feel about having friends of the opposite sex?
Okay. You want to get transparency?
Yes.
No, it's not good for me.
Okay.
I don't think it's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Even in my second act in learning to be a successful husband, I don't do it at all. Yeah, 'cause even though it can, all good intentions even good intentions can be bad
Mhm.
to a degree.
Yeah.
So for me, you said setting boundaries. No, for me, I don't. And if people say, "Wait, I got a best friend," and I've seen women, I got a best male friend. If he has to be in my life, it's not going to change. Yeah, but I wouldn't. It could cause problems down the line
Mhm.
because what happens, you find out when y'all have a disagreement, you go into your female friend to talk about your female,
Mhm.
and then y'all get understanding. But now you two just had intimacy.
Mhm.
Intimacy don't mean sex.
Right.
Y'all just got closer on the relationship you had with somebody about somebody else's.
Mhm.
Y'all fixed it. Yeah, we on the same page, but you ain't fixed with the person you with.
Right.
And so it creates it messes up the intimacy in that. So like she said, well, I just go talk to my male friend. And they getting close. They're like, we understand it, but y'all still. I'm good now. I already talked with him, but y'all ain't close together. It can cause problem down the line.
Yes, it can.
Yeah. So I am setting good boundaries. I don't want to call this a Christian show, but we are Christians. I think about David. He learned.
Mm.
I really probably need to be in the place I need to be because, I'm a man first.
Mhm.
And I like beautiful women.
Mhm.
And I saw a naked woman, I got in trouble. So we had to always just be honest with ourselves.
For
I like
sure.
that. So for me, like if that don't mean that person, you can have female friends, I believe, but that don't mean you're gonna do something with them. But it also can cause intimacy problem in your relationship. So you ask a question with her. No, now I don't have no female friends, to be honest with you. Unless you know.
Yeah.
And we talk together.
There you go.
Oh, I ain't mean put my wife on the page, but yeah, name up there. Don't be looking her up. Leave her alone.
Leave her alone.
This is us. All right. So now, it's easier for me.
So
It's less explaining.
mhm.
It's just less. Because a friend could like inappropriately do some wrong text, and then they take it wrong. Like, oh my God, I got to delete it. I don't have at this stage of my life, see a little gray hair. I don't have time to do all this extra stuff no more.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, that's just me.
Because for you, that's a boundary that you've made to safeguard your relationship.
To safeguard my relationship.
Mhm.
Yeah. Facts.
Right.
And it could be not just because of I think I would do something because my spouse might not like it.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
So that's where I was kind of going to, where like,
Mhm.
yeah, you were single and you had this friend of the opposite sex,
Mhm.
but now you're in a relationship. We didn't say. I'm not saying that you have to get rid of them.
I am.
But right.
But Trevor had a male friend. You shut that off. We shut that off quick because I felt that, brother. Yeah,
I hear you. I hear
keep going.
So that's where I'm going with this. So maybe there needs to be a boundary set and an adjustment. Like if you're dealing with me, I'm gonna keep it personal. If you're dealing with me, if you have a male friend, there needs to be some boundaries and some adjustments made. And because I have a female friend, and that we've known each other for over 20 years, I'm very intentional about them meeting whoever I'm dating. Like it happens really quick.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to even think nothing is funny going on. Because just how women can read another woman and be like, nah, something there. Like, I think she really like you or something like that.
Women know. Trust women's
intuition.
Yes.
And men, we have it too.
Okay, what about
we have it too. I want to meet that brother.
What about I know a lady. She said she dated again and she's friends with that person, but we just friends, but we did have something before a long time ago. How you feel about that?
Man, that's another caveat,
So yeah, okay. Now say like you're saying. So I like how you said with your friend, you said who from the beginning who they are. Hey, this is who I date.
Intentional about them.
But what if they still don't like it though?
Then she got to go. I'm talking about my friend.
The friends go. Oh, okay.
For me, if I'm going into the situation and I see potential, like where we're dating, like, and it's not going to be anything rude. And I already know she would understand, like, hey, I see potential in this. This is where I'm going with it. And they uncomfortable with this relationship.
That's good.
And she would support it, be like, hey, I get it.
Nothing personal.
Do you want to be single and keep that friendship, or you want to be married and move forward? That's what I'm talking about. The
That's good.
adjustment
The adjustment.
or the boundary.
That's good.
Like last episode, we talked about asking the person, "Do you have any attachments?" Right? That attachment don't have.
That could be, yes.
That's an attachment.
That's an attachment.
If that attachment is stronger
It's
to
good.
you,
Y'all listen. This is some good stuff.
if that attachment has such a strong hold on you, then maybe this ain't right for us.
Yeah.
If you can't make some adjustments, I'm gonna tell you something else, because, ladies, if you're listening, a lot of brothers are bench warmers. They will ride that bench. Why? When they first tried out, they didn't make the starting lineup for whatever reason.
So,
they know they're not the star, but they'll ride.
And know you don't want to put them in the game.
They know they don't want to put you in the game, but they'll ride that bench.
And be good cheerleaders.
Why? Because they get to talk to the team. They get to travel with the team, have intimate moment with the team,
celebrate with the team,
lose with the team, help the team out, bring them water, all this stuff. And they may be hoping that one day that the game is going so bad, that they call them up off the bench.
And they ready
to
get in the game. Well, I know, not this fact story. Y'all know these people's clients. So I know a female who had a male best friend. Not me, y'all, so don't try to put together. This is fact. But a female had a male friend, because they told me the story. And they were tight, raised together, kids, he would look at her kids, his son, do stuff together, bake, but then he met someone. He just cut it, and she, I guess, didn't like it. He said, and the female was hurt. But then I'm like I would, the other people said, no, you can't have it in life. Even though you was around them, his kid, he shut it all down. She was devastated. But mature, like, you can't, he's in another relationship right now. He can't go there and play house with you and your kid. And now he made adjustments. I don't know him personally, but he made adjustments for his new relationship. Now, love would do that to you. You find that right one, if it's the right one, like nothing personal.
And it's like
I love that adjustment part.
Nobody's trying to control you or anything. It's like how you have to value.
Control. Why would they say control? Anyway,
because people are looking at it from their mindset. That's why I said that's a single mindset where I've known them for this long, and I'm not thinking about them that way, and this, whatever those case may be.
It don't matter.
You have to understand.
I don't like it.
Right, and you have to understand sometimes people, I'm talking about a friend of the opposite sex, might know, man, if they fall in love with this other person and really get locked in with them, that means the access that I have to that person is now going to be different. And they might not want to lose that access to you. You know what I mean? And people shouldn't compare stuff. Like, say if I do this, what if your man likes to hang out at strip clubs, right? And you like, nah, I don't like that. Maybe he's going there to have a drink, he likes looking at pretty women. He's like interacting with the pretty women, right? And he tell you like, well, you can't tell me not to go to the strip club, and you hanging around your friend all the time. You getting something out of that, or your conversation or whatever. And she might be like, well, that's different. It's not the same, but there are some adjustments
it's not the same.
It's not the same.
But it's something you don't like. It's something I don't like. So, you don't like where I hang in clubs. I don't like you hanging with this person. So we got to fix something.
And that's where I'm kind of going with it, where like when you're single, you do whatever you want to do. But if you're trying to cultivate a relationship, you might have to make some adjustments and set some boundaries.
Oh, Mike, you're going to have to. You're going to have to. No, it's no Mike.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to have to.